Now, when we think about self-defense in the United States, we typically think of very common scenarios like you're driving on the highway and your F-150 gets cut off by some Yaris or Prius. So you pull out your gun and you pop him in the back of the head if you're as you're riding by, or you're pumping gas at the gas station and someone walks up to you asking for directions. So you shoot, bah, 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 shoot him in the stomach 3 times. Their guts fall out. They're screaming. They're freaking out. Very common self-defense situations in America. But I think that a lot of people are really hesitant when it comes to purchasing guns, or like maybe they just don't want them around, or maybe they just can't get them for whatever reason. Owning a gun is a big responsibility, and not a lot of people are willing to take that on. So, keeping them in mind, I've been searching for, let's say, alternative self-defense methods, and there are classics like the pepper spray. But what I want to talk to you today is a really cool item that's kind of flying under the radar over here in the West, but this is the QUICKSHIELD. What I've got here is the casual model, which comes with a shoulder strap and a quick detach system, but I separated this shield from the actual bag so I can show you more about it. It normally slots in here, and there's a whole bunch of hook and loop stuff to keep it secure. Let's put that down for a little bit and just show you the shield itself. This is 8.5 by 8.5 inches of hard polymer. Now this is, I know what you're thinking, plastic, but this is Austrian plastic, and everyone knows how good Austrian plastic is. It's got a very slight dome shape to it, so it's not obtrusive like something like a cold steel buckler, and it is virtually blade proof, needle proof, and the back of it carries this Velcro setup system. So whether you've got giant hands or small hands, you can resize it to your shape. And there's a good bit of neoprene padding here. So if you're worried about this shifting around in your grip, it's not going to. This could withstand a bash from a baseball bat, no problem. And that padding will keep it nice and tight. And if you're like me and you practice boxing, and by the way, everyone should take 3 months of boxing. It will teach you everything you need to know about body mechanics for self-defense way faster than any other martial art is going to teach you. But if you have this in your offhand and you throw jabs with it, even with the bag on it, it increases the surface area of your fist to help in that regard. But this is a shield primarily. And I know what you're thinking, this is a pretty small shield, but the way that a buckler works historically, a buckler shield, is that when you hold it out, suddenly you cover a whole lot more space. And this can be very, very naturally your response to any kind of thing being swung at you. 9 times out of 10, you're automatically going to put your hands out, and your hands are going to get hit. But if you've got your shield in there, you can block this pretty easily. You can withstand a lot of damage with this, and it is super intuitive to use. I'm a huge fan of this as is right now, and if you really wanted to, you can conceal this on its own under here if you have some kind of system you want to set up. But that's probably not the way you're going to be carrying this. This is the casual model. There's also the tactical model, which has a mounting system to attach to a belt or a MOLLE webbing, but this is probably the most practical one for civilian carry, as the QUICKSHIELD in its other form is marketed towards security personnel. But if you wanted to carry this as a average everyday citizen, there's plenty of storage space in here for everything you might need. I've got my notebook in here, some hand sanitizer, because I don't pump gas without it. That would be a nightmare. That's enough self-defense trade advice right there. I've got some paracord that I was gifted, real cute. But it's super innocuous, and this is what it looks like from the back, and I don't think a lot of people are going to look at this and know what it is. I don't think many people even know what the QUICKSHIELD at all is in the West. But the bag itself is made of nylon. It doesn't feel super impressive. I'm not very impressed. This is a very seatbelt-like material that I'm not impressed with. And this shoulder pad is more of a suggestion, an idea of a shoulder pad rather than an actual practical application of a shoulder pad, shall we say. But the interesting parts here are these little quick detach locks. Now, if you have this around your shoulder like you normally would, and you think you're going to get tied up with it, one, I think you should practice getting this off your shoulder if you need to. But it's designed back here to where if you pull on these locks here will disengage, but with just a quick pull. They're magnetic, and just a quick pull will get the shield into action. Now, because of that, I wouldn't recommend putting like your wallet in here, just in case it gets taken from you. So if you're the type of person looking for a crossbody bag just to get stuff out of your pockets, this might not be it. This is very much a concealed carry compromise of a system. But this is a concealed carry shield. There's really nothing like it on the market. The closest thing that are comparable is the cold steel mini buckler, and those are massive. But they are also significantly cheaper. But I think if you really wanted to protect yourself in a way that didn't require you to, kill anyone, this is a great item to have, I think. If you're worried if there's knife crime in your area, there's very little that I think could be thrown at this, that isn't a bullet that this can't handle. I think with just a little bit of boxing training, or you would probably figure out how to use this thing real quickly. And it's just super intuitive. There's so little that you have to keep in mind when using this. It's a shield. You're naturally going to put your hands out whenever you're trying to intercept a strike. Why not have a shield behind it? And it's super light, super easy to carry. I think the QUICKSHIELD is just an item that is being sorely overlooked that we should really start appreciating. I'm not here to sell you on it. I just think that it's important to keep an open mind when it comes to self-defense, and that not everyone is prepared to handle a gun or wants to carry a weapon capable of doing grievous bodily harm. This can buy you time. And even if you do carry a gun or other weapon, seconds, time is distance, distance is time, whatever that is. But the more time that you can buy yourself, this shield, keeping it in between you and your opponent, your attacker, so that you can get away, counterattack, or draw a gun or something. Because, porque no los dos? But why not? It makes a minimal impact, and you can carry stuff around in it. I think this is cool. Florian, the designer of this, did a really good job. I'm excited to see where he takes his company from here on out. Give QUICKSHIELD a shot. I think you won't be disappointed. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention. This is not bulletproof. I don't think it's bulletproof, at least. But I would take advantage of the fact that it's a bag and source some 3A body armor to go in here. 8.5 by 8.5 inches. There's plenty of room for it. But future business expansion ideas for you there, Florian. Hit me up.